All right, sailing. It always looks so peaceful, just gliding along.
Yeah.
But under that calm exterior,
Hmm.
there's this whole web of rules about who gets to go first, right away.
Right.
Like a super intense game of chicken, but with sailboats.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
And a lot of you have been asking about one rule in particular. Rule 14, avoiding contact. It's got some new updates in the racing rules of sailing for 2025 to 2028.
Definitely a hot topic.
So today, we're going deep on those changes.
Let's dive in.
But first, got to set the scene. Remind ourselves what the old Rule 14 was all about.
Right. So the 2021-2024 rule, pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
Basically said a boat has to avoid hitting another boat if it's reasonably possible.
Reasonably possible. I feel like that can mean a lot of different things.
Exactly, and that's where things get a little murky. Reasonably possible for one sailor might be completely different for another, especially in the middle of a race, right?
Oh, absolutely. So much pressure, split-second decisions.
Yeah, and all that ambiguity.
What does the new Rule 14 actually say?
All right, so get ready. It says, if reasonably possible, a boat shall A, avoid contact with another boat, B, not cause contact between boats, and C, not cause contact between a boat and an object that should be avoided.
So before it was all about avoiding contact. Now it's also about not causing contact. What's the real difference there? Like, how does that change things on the water?
It's all about responsibility, right? This is
Yeah.
before you could kind of just focus on not hitting anyone. Now you got to actively prevent situations where someone else might get forced into contact, whether it's with you or like a buoy or something.
So it's like, instead of just reacting, you got to be thinking ahead.
Exactly. It's more proactive, almost like, I don't know, defensive driving, but for sailboats.
But wait a second.
Yeah.
What about the right-of-way rule? Doesn't that kind of clash with this whole preventing contact idea?
Good point. That's still in play. The boat with right-of-way, they don't have to move until it's obvious the other boat isn't giving way.
Okay, now I'm really confused. New rules about preventing contact, but right-of-way still matters.
It's a bit of a balancing act.
Help me out here. What does room even mean in all this?
Yeah.
It can't just be like the physical space the boat takes up.
Exactly. Room is about having enough space to maneuver safely and follow the rules.
Okay.
But it's more than just like how wide your boat is. It's the space you need to react to the wind, the currents, what other boats are doing, and you got to do it all quickly and responsibly.
Okay, so like picture this, right?
Yeah.
Two boats coming up to a mark,
Yeah, I'm with you.
windward boat and a leeward boat. The
Yeah.
leeward boat has the right-of-way right.
Right.
But if the windward boat's headed straight for them, the leeward boat can't just sit there expecting them to vanish.
Nope.
They got to think about the windward boat's room to maneuver too, even though they technically have the right-of-way.
Perfect example. Room takes into account that sailing is unpredictable. Wind shifts, other boats changing course. It's not just about a fixed amount of space.
And this all connects back to keep clear, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Keep clear means the right-of-way boat can keep sailing their course without having to make any sudden moves to avoid a crash. It's on the other boat, the one without right-of-way, to get out of the way and give them that room.
Got it, got it. Okay, starting to see how all these pieces fit together.
Good, good.
But before we move on, you mentioned another term earlier, mark room.
Oh, yeah, mark room. That's a whole other can of worms. Actually, there's some changes to that in the new rules, too.
Ooh, tempting. But we'll have to save that for another deep dive.
Yeah.
So big picture now.
Okay.
How do you think these Rule 14 changes will affect racing strategies overall?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It could make everyone more careful, extra aware of this responsibility to avoid causing contact. It's really a wait-and-see situation.
It's like this big experiment unfolding out on the water. And this rule change, it seems kind of small, but it could totally reshape the whole sport.
Yeah, I think so.
What do you think, listeners? Are we about to enter a whole new era of sailboat racing?
It's a major shift, that's for sure. And it makes me wonder, how will this affect the boats themselves?
Oh, interesting.
Will we see boats designed to be even quicker, more agile, so they can avoid causing contact more easily? Or maybe technology will come into play even more, like sensors and systems to help prevent collisions.
Wow, yeah. This one rule change could ripple out and change not just how races are run, but how boats are built too. It's like the only thing as vast and unpredictable as the ocean is the world of sailing innovation, right?
Couldn't have said it better myself.
All right, well, until next time, fair winds and following seas, everyone.
And remember, stay clear out there.
Keep it safe and keep it fun.
Absolutely.
We'll see you on the next deep dive.
Sounds good.
Bye for now.
Bye.